Sup, YouTube superstars. Sup, YouTube crew. So I kind of have a bias against rich people because I feel entitled and I'm lazy and I'm Mexican and I want everybody's money and I want it to go to me. So I'm a borderline commie, but I'm not an SJW, so I got some issues. But anyway, I was thinking about three people on Twitter, and they were it was Tim Schafer. Tim Schafer was responding to Gamergate people, and he's like, "Fuck all you Gamergate faggots." I don't think he said that. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I mean, screw all you Gamergate faggots. And he was all like, "I don't like you." And then I was watching Michael Ian Black, and he's like, you know, I don't like you either, and whatever. And it was three different rants, and they have nothing to do with each other. But I was thinking that both of those, Tim Schafer, he's a big heavy hitter gaming celeb developer, runs studios and stuff like that, put out Monkey Island, one of my favorite games as a kid. I saw him at Day of the Devs, and I was like, man, I kind of want to talk to him, but this guy seems to hate everybody. He hates everybody who's not like him, and he was a part of like my childhood growing up, and now he's just like, if he knew anything about me, he'd be like, I hate this guy, he's a bigoted racist, etc., etc. And I'm about as bigoted and racist as anybody is, which is to say a little bit, but not, it doesn't encompass my entire being. And I'm not going to pretend I'm not, because that's pussy crap. So I don't swear either. But anyway, so, but he was insisting, like, I'm not rich. What are you talking about? I'm not rich. I'm not that rich. Blah, blah, blah. And he lives in San Francisco. He runs successful game companies. And regardless of where his money is, he had the money and he used it for things that he loved. And then the next guy was Michael Ian Black, being like, I'm not so rich, blah, 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 with your 2 million freaking Twitter followers and your TV shows and everything. It's like, yeah, okay, good point. I also had a little dispute with the Trent Reznor protege, Rob Sheridan, and he was like, I'm not rich, what are you talking about? I live in an RV. It's like, no, you live in a hipster RV that you choose to live in. And you might not be rich, because I categorize him as a rich white guy, and he might not be a rich white guy, but regardless, he is a successful person. And regardless of whether he's rich on a scale comparable to most of America or whatever, he's definitely doing better than the people he's belittling in his comments. And that's what all of these people have in common. If they want to argue as much as they want about being rich or not, really, if you want to talk about being rich as a relative thing, they are rich compared to all the people that they're constantly belittling in their comments. Because for some reason, Trump derangement syndrome has made it impossible for them to actually just attack Trump. They also have to attack anybody who supports Trump for any reason. And you know what? I see a lot of Trump supporters I don't like, and in fact, I don't really care for Donald Trump much. But you know what? You stick to attacking Trump if you're going to attack anybody. And once you start attacking his supporters, you have made it an ugly, vile thing that it doesn't need to be, especially when you have so much more success on your plate. So you can see my commie side coming out a bit. Not a true commie, but when I see people who are very successful people by any normal metric, but obviously, but very successful people, they're like I posted on Gab today, I was like, they're like a numbed penis, they're a pulverized penis, and they can't tell that they're pulverized because they're completely desensitized and they're not self-aware because they're penises. I drive a Kia. My opinions matter. So I actually lived in my Kia, and this one dude on Twitter was telling me, I live in an RV. It's like, you don't need to live in an RV. You have a successful Patreon. You do it because you're a hipster. But I stopped arguing because I'm shadow banned on Twitter, and I don't have enough followers to win any arguments. Because anytime you make an argument, they're like, well, you have 1 follower. It's like, well, I'm shadow banned. Nobody can find my Twitter. Some people don't see anything on my Twitter. They just see a bunch of blocked tweets. So you know what? I am a Mexican. I lived in my Kia, and he can eat my ass. I mean, my butt, sorry.